My phone has a mind of its own. It does what it want to do when it want to do how it want to do. I'm too tired, so I'm gonna make this real quick. This video has to be, I want all my videos to be like 15 minutes, so I'm going to sit here and I'm going to spend most of this video over my eyes. And since I'm gonna make this announcement real quick, and then I'm gonna try to flip through the book, and I'm gonna try to do a little voiceover, because this is my favorite book. My favorite author is Toni Morrison, and if I don't have nothing to do, if I don't have nothing to post, then I'll do a little reading out of one of my favorite books. I got 3 of them. One comes with Will Freeman. Actually, I love books, period. But it's like time filler, and it's actually simple on there. I hope they don't sue me. Toni Morrison, James the Colonos, and who is this? Miller D. Taylor. I love that book. Roll Down to Him I Cry. War Comes to Willie Freeman. He is actually another book. The Little Sister has a book. And then Toni Morrison, The Bluest Eyes. I'm actually gonna do Toni Morrison, The Bluest Eyes. I met her. She signed my book. I love her. Not this book, but she did sign one of my books when I went and met her. And I would love to meet some more authors and just sit down. And since I'm doing YouTube now, make videos with them and be like, what made you write that book? It's inspiration to all the youth. I love you. Love you. They're probably old, probably don't even remember none of that. But I love her. I love her. And I'm like, man, Libby, say it with me. Here is the house. And plus I need to work on my reading. It is green and white. It has a red door. It is very pretty. Here is the family. Mother, father, Dick, and Jane live in the green and white house. They are very happy. See Jane? She has a red dress. She wants to play. Who would play with Jane? See the cat? It goes meow, meow. Come and play. Come and play with Jane. The kitten will not play. See Mother? Mother is very nice. Mother, would you play with Jane? Mother laughs. Laugh, Mother, laugh. See Father? He is big and strong. Father, will you play with Jane? See the dog run? Run, dog, run. Look, look. Here comes a friend. The friend will play with Jane. They will play a good game. Play, Jane, play. Oh, okay. Hold on. I gotta find the first chapter, apparently. Okay. Quiet as it kept, there were no Mongols in the fall of 1941. We thought at the time that it was because Piccola was having her father's baby that the Mongols did not grow. A little examination and much less millinery proves us that our seeds were not the only ones that did not sprout. Nobody's did. Not even the gardens fronting the lake showed martins that year. But so deeply concerned were we with the health and safety delivery of Piccola's baby, we could think of nothing but our own magic. If we planted the seeds and said the right words over them, they will blossom, and everything will be all right. It was a long time before my sister and I admitted. So I said if there no green was going to spring from my seeds. Once we knew, our guilt was relieved only by fights and mutual accusations about who was to blame. For years, I thought my sister was right. It was my fault. I had planted them too far down in the earth. It never occurred to either of us that the earth itself might have been unyielding. We had dropped our seeds in our own little plot of black dirt, just as Peculiar Father had dropped his seeds in his own plot of black dirt. Our innocence and faith was no more productive than his lust or desire. What is clear now is that all of our hope, fear, lust, love, and grief, nothing remains but Piccola in an unyielding earth. Coldly, breed love is dead, our innocence too. The seas shivered and died, her baby too. There's really nothing more to say except why. But since why is difficult to handle, one must take refuge in how. And then boom, autumn. I got a dry mouth now. I suck. I'm no, don't watch this. But watch it. We're working on our relationship. You gotta want to be with me. You gotta give me a chance. Alright, cool. You gonna give me a chance. Nails go by as quiet as lust, and drunken men in sober eyes sing in the lobby of the Greek hotel. Rosemary Villayanchi, our next door friend who lives above her father's calf, sits in a 1939 Buick eating bread and butter. She rolls down the window to tell my sister Friana and me that we can't come in. We stare at her, wanting her bread, but more than that, wanting to poke the arrogance out of her eyes and smash the pride of ownership that curls her chewing mouth. When she comes out of the car, we would beat her up, make red marks on her white skin, and she would cry and ask us, do we want her to pull her pants down. We would say no. We don't know what we should feel or do if she does. Whenever she asks us, we know she is offering us something precious, and that our own pride must be asserted by refusing to accept. School has started, and Frida and I get new brown stockings and cod liver oil. Grown-ups talk in tired, edgy voices about Zig's coal company and take us along the evening to the railroad tracks where we fill burlap sacks with tiny pieces of coal laying about. Later we walk home, glancing back to see the great carloads of slain being dumped, red hot and smoking, into the ravine that skirts the steel mill. The dying fire lights the sky with a dull orange glow. Frida and I lag behind, staring at a patch of color surrounded by black. It is impossible not to feel a shiver when our feet leave the gravel path and sink into the dead grass in the field. Our house is old, cold, and green. At night, a kerosene lamp lights one large room. The others are braced in darkness, peopled by roaches and mice. Adults do not talk to us. They give us directions. They issue orders without providing information. When we trip and fall down, they glance at us. If we cut or bruise ourselves, they ask us, are we crazy? When we catch colds, they shake their heads in disgust at our lack of consideration. How they ask us, do you expect anyone to get anything done if you are all sick? We cannot answer them. Our illness is treated with contempt, foul black dwarf, and castor oil that burns our minds. When on a day after a trip to collect coal, I cough one loudly through bronchoceal 2 lungs already packed tight with oh my god, with snot. My mother frowns. Great Jesus, get on in that bed. How many times do I have to tell you to wear something on your head? You must be the biggest fool in this town, Frida. Get some rags and stuff that window. Frida stuffs the window. I shrug off the bed, full of guilt and self-pity. I lie down in my underwear. The metal in my black garters hurts my legs, but I do not take them off, for it is too cold to lie stockingless. I guess so. I'm glad they invented heat. That would be so sad. So sad. It takes a long time for my body to heat its place in the bed. Once I have generated a still of warmth, I dare not move, for there is a cold place 1/2 inch in any direction. No one speaks to me or asks how I feel. In an hour or two, my mother comes. Her hands are large and rough, and when she rubs Vicks slab on my chest, I am writhed with pain. She takes 2 fingers full of it at a time and massages my chest until I am faint. Just when I think I will tip over into a scream, she scoops out a little of the sour on her forefinger and puts it in my mouth, telling me to swallow. A hot flannel was wrapped around my neck and chest. I am covered up with heavy quilts in order to sweat, which I do promptly. Miss those days of being a child, taking care of when you get a cold. Get a cold now, you're doomed to die. You're doomed to die unless you take care of yourself. You're doomed to die. Later, I throw up, and my mother says, "What did you puke on the bedclothes for? Don't you have some sense enough to hold your head out the bed? Now, look what you did. You think I got time for nothing but washing up your puke?" The puke swaddles around the pillow onto the sheet, green-gray with flecks of orange. It moves like the insides of an uncooked egg, stubbornly clinging to its own mass, refusing to break up and be removed. How, I wonder, can it be so neat and nasty at the same time? My mother's voice drones on. She is not talking to me. She is talking to the puke, but she is calling in my name. "Claudine!" She wipes it up as best as she can and puts a scratchy towel over the large wet place. I lie down again. The rags are falling from the window creak and the air is cold. I dare not call her back, and am reluctant to leave my warmth. My mother's anger humiliates. Oh my God, now I can't speak, God. My angry face. My surprise face. I should be reading. Her words chafe my cheeks, and I am crying. I do not know that she is not angry at me, but at my sickness. I believe despite my weakness for letting the sickness take halt. By and by, I will not get sick. I will refuse to. But for now, I am crying. I know I am making more snot, but I can't stop. My sister comes in. Her eyes are full of sorrow. She sings to me. When the deep purple falls over sleepy garden walls, someone thinks of me. I doze, thinking of plums, walls, and someone. But was it really like that? As painful as I remember, only mildly? Or rather, it was productive and fruitfully pain. Love, thick and dark as a garlic syrup, eased up into that cracked window. I could smell it, taste it. Sweet, musty, with the edge of wintergreen in its base. Everything in that house is stuck, along with my tongue, to the frosted window panes. It caught in my chest, along with the slough. When the flannel came undone in my sleep, the clear, sharp curves outlined his presence on my throat. And in the night, when my coughing was dry and tough, feet paddled into the room, hands repinned the flannel, readjusted the quilt, and rested a moment on my forehead. So when I think of autumn, I think of someone with hands who does not want me to die. Okay, so that wasn't a whole chapter, but I'm gonna leave it right there because I'm not gonna get another. Nope, I can read one more. I can read this little part. It was autumn too when Mr. Henry came. Aroma. The words bellowed from the lips and hovered over about our heads, silent, separate, and pleasantly mysterious. My mother was all ease and satisfaction in discussing his coming. "You know him," she said to her friends. "Henry Washington. He's been living over there with Miss Della Jones on 13th Street, but she's too out now to keep up, so he's looking for another place." "Oh, yes?" Her friends do not hide their curiosity. "I've been wondering how long he was going to stay up there with her. They say she's real bad off. Don't know who he is half the time. No one else." "Well, that old crazy nigga she married up there didn't help her head none. Did you hear what he told folks when he left her?" What?" "Well, he ran off with that trifling Peggy for ever, one of them old slack Bessie girls. That's the one. Well, somebody asked him why he left a nice, good church woman like Della for that heifer. You know, Della always did keep a good house, and he said the honest to God real reason was he couldn't take no more of that Valiant water Della Jones used. She said he wanted the girls to smell like a woman. So Della was just too clean for him. Oh, dog, ain't that nasty? You telling me? What kind of reasoning is that? No, Karen, some men just dogs. Is that what gave her them strokes? Must have. But you know, none of them